Welcome back to Getting Curious with Coach Cecilia. Well, we are officially in 2026, the new year. So, I'm going to be creating a series where I'm going to be talking about the small habits that help you live a longer life. And the series is meant to educate, to inspire us all to, adapt to simple movements, nutritional habits that will support longevity, energy, and your best quality of life that you can actually have for yourself. So, did you know that this one habit could add years to your life? I know that you guys are like wondering, what habit is that? Believe it or not, it's actually walking. And I mean walking daily, right? So it doesn't mean you have to walk for miles on end. However, doing a 10 to 20-minute walk daily will improve your cardiovascular health, will lower inflammation in your body, and it also supports blood sugar regulation. So now we kind of lean into some of the other benefits and habits that you can create around longevity. Strength training, especially for women. Women over 30 years old need to lean into strength training at least 2 to 3 times a week. It preserves muscle as we age. It protects your bones, again, as we age, and it improves our metabolism, believe it or not. So strength training, 2 to 3 times a week, really good for women in particular. Now, zone 2 cardio training. What does that mean? It's easy aerobic. It's like a light jog. It's like hopping on a bike. It's like jumping rope. It's like calisthenics, right? 30 to 45 minutes a pop, 2 to 3 times a week. What it improves is it improves your mitochondrial health. It also increases endurance and your heart efficiency, right? So it's like if you can talk but not sing, you're in the longevity zone, as we like to say. Then I want to talk about mobility. Yoga. Mobility and yoga, I think stretching our bodies. Men in particular have an issue with this one because men don't like to stretch before or after workouts. I'm telling you guys, if you want to continue to work out until you're in your 80s and 90s, stretching is key. Women also, but men are the characters that actually don't like to do this, right? It keeps joints healthy. It reduces the risk of injury, especially for our runners out there. It also supports the nervous system balance, right? So 5 to 10 minutes of mobility daily, stretching, yoga. If you can actually incorporate, if you are a runner, incorporating 2 days a week where you're doing 20 to 30 minutes of yoga will be key to your recovery, right? Protein in every meal, men and women. Why? Because having protein prevents the loss of muscle. It also supports metabolism and satiety. What do I mean by that? Protein is an anti-aging mechanism for each and every one of us. So it's important to incorporate that in each and every meal that we have. 20 to 30 grams per meal would suffice, right? Then we want to talk about fiber and our gut. There are a lot of people that actually have issues with their guts, whether it's a chronic issue, whether it is an autoimmune issue. Part of the way that you can actually battle some of these gut issues is through fiber, right? It matters because it supports the digestion and your immune health, and it also reduces chronic diseases. So adding plants to every plate is key. I'm currently doing the Shaklee 7-day cleanse where I'm only having vegetables and fruits, and there's a list of vegetables and fruits that I'm allowing myself to have. And you kind of will notice your energy level if you can really incorporate this in your everyday diet. blood sugar, right? Why it matters. It reduces the risk of diabetes. It also supports energy and your fat metabolism. Listen, the risk of prediabetes and diabetes is really in the forefront for anyone over 40 years old, because what happens is your insulin resistance changes. So pairing this with carbs, protein, and fat will actually help. Sleep and recovery. For my athletes out there, and for just the people that are like working out daily, sleep, sound sleep, 7 to 9 hours, and recovery such as yoga, meditation, helps repair tissue, supports your brain and your hormone health, right? Your stress and your nervous system. Oh boy. We live in a world, no matter what your job is, where stress really can kill you. It's the one thing I want to really get serious about this year, and I want us all to be serious about this, is when you're feeling stressed, taking 5 minutes to just do some breath work to get you back centered, relaxed. Stress will create chronic illnesses. It also, when I think about why it matters to like reduce your stress, is because it creates chronic stress will accelerate your aging. It ages you, point blank. It also impacts your immunity and your heart health, right? So getting calm and getting centered and being present and resetting your system is key to releasing stress. And last but not least, consistency, not perfection. What do I mean by this? Pick one of the 10 habits that I just talked about and try doing it for a month. Then you add on the next one. Try doing it for 2 weeks. And every time you lay down the level of habit based on what I just provided to you, you will just start doing these things and it won't be foreign to you. It'll actually be foreign when you're not doing it, believe it or not, right? So long-term habits really can create long-term fabulous health for each and every one of us. I hope you will like, subscribe, share, and comment below on today's session around the habits and how they link to the longevity of our health. Thank you for joining Getting Curious with Coach Cecilia. Let's thrive in 2026.